it again, son. Say it again, bruh.
We have to be willing to take dominion over our community.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
And so, until we can see that, we're going to be blind, deaf, and dumb. Because we're going to look at the blight and we're going to run out of Chicago. We're going to look at the closing of the schools and we're going to be on the front lines trying to fight to keep the schools that's miseducating our children. We're going to be fighting to do that. See, those are the ideas of slaves.
Come on with it.
And I say that very respectfully. Why would we be fighting? What people in their right mind would trust if the tools of our freedom is in education? And if God has the power, is the truth, and has the power to set us free, why would we trust somebody that has demonstrated that they have been an open enemy to us, to educate us and teach us about God?
Talk about it.
So I'm saying that we live in a world where the truth looks like the lie, and the lie looks like the truth.
Talk about it.
I'm telling you that the fact that those schools are closing, that's a sign of the coming of the kingdom. Because what it's waiting on is the scholars in our community to step up and take over those schools and take over the education.
That's it.
That's right.
That's it.
That's who we got to be in this generation. We can no longer defer our education of our most prized asset to somebody else. Why are we doing that? We're looking at the blight. You know, I think it says somewhere there are many mansions in my Father's house. I believe that. I agree with that. There are whenever we get in his house.
Talk about it.
I'm so clear that there's many mansions. And guess what? I got the addresses.
Talk
They're
about
on
it.
these vacant properties.
Come on, son.
That's the addresses. In the mansions. And so our vision is that we're going to take that condition. And I'm going to close with this because I want to give the opportunity for the man of the hour today to share his words. But I just want you to understand what we're fighting for. Because I'm not here trying to build somebody else's house. I have no desire to be the first black something or the first black that in white America to do nothing.
That's right. Make it plain, Ro.
And I'm not mad at white people.
Me neither.
I'm just clear.
That's right.
Clear.
Crystal.
Crystal.
Yeah.
My goal is to build our people. I want to be the first black man in America to be unapologetically black.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. That's the move that we got to make today. But what we're doing is we really got a sweetheart deal for our developers. Not only do we have the resources that we've lined up, but we've also lined up the exit strategy. And if you understand real estate, you have entry points and exit points. Sometimes it's easy to get in something, but it's harder to get out. And what we've done is lined up the exit strategy. We're working to develop and recycle homeowners. And individuals, we're working on their credit. We're helping them so that they can be financeable. And so what we're doing is we have the exit strategy. We got the sweetheart deal. We're saying, look, we got a sweetheart deal, but we need you to do something for us. Hire some of these ex-offenders, at-risk youth, veterans, and community residents if you want what we represent.
Yes.
And in that spirit, and because we've designed Project 5000 where it can be self-sufficient, we don't have any grant money. Nobody's granting us the right. We've been working, although the New Life movement has been around for 13 years, the vision has been around for 7 months. And right now we're at the point where we're acquiring the first 30 properties. We've already put about 15 properties under contract, started closing them. The first part of our vision is about $5 million in terms of scope. It's our impact and reach, that proves that Project 5000 is real. Our goal is to purchase 30 properties by the end of this month. We should or will have acquired the first 15, maybe 20 properties, and between now and the next 60 days, all 30. That project is creating 200 jobs, 200 plus jobs, 30 new homeowners, 15 new businesses will be launched as a result of that, and we don't have any grant money.
Yes, sir.
We didn't pass any hat. Nobody is going to grant us the right to liberate ourselves from them.
That's right.
The reason why we've been able to do that without begging for it, because the visions of slaves are different than the visions of free men.
Yes, sir.
Nobody can grant you your freedom.
That's right.
You just free and you do what free people do.
Take
Am I making sense?
Yes, sir. That's right.
So with that, it just makes sense that we would begin to pool our resources. It just makes sense that if we're going to be free in a capitalistic society,
Talk about it.
we have to organize around economics. See, we're beyond civil rights. We're as civil with white folks as we're going to ever be. In this generation, we got to organize around economic and political power.
That's right. That's right.
And so we've got to take the instruments that are here and we've got to build our house. And so when I bumped back into Brother Greg Brown through Brother Reven, it just clicked. It just made sense. The credit union today, and Brother Greg is going to talk about it. He's been around for 13 years. In the face of all kinds of other banks, the big banks are closing, they're merging. The banking industry is going through a lot today. But somehow, sitting over on 54th and Wentworth, of all places, with a vision to empower poor people, not just black people, the people who don't have fans. See, he ain't even after the people that got fans. We need them too. But with a vision to serve the poorest part of our population, somehow in the midst of the lack of capital, lack of finances, lack of our support, public, private, this brother been plugging away over there. Him and the sister that's over there. And when I saw that, what I saw was a tremendous opportunity. Yes. See, people have a lot of complaints and they say, well, they ain't got this, they ain't got that, because we used to the ideas of slaves. See, I saw an opportunity for free men and women. I don't care what the credit union ain't got. What I know is what free men and women, when we put the mind that God gave us to redeem our people on the front lines to the heartbeat of our community, I know that we can get the blood pumping.
That's right. That's right.